Don't throw away your friends just because they voted for the other guy. I'm hearing a lot from people who are like, oh, well, so and so, my family, my friend, my best friend, my boyfriend, my whoever voted for the other guy, so I can't be friends with them anymore. uh, Come on, don't do that. Uh, You know, we all want the same thing. I said that in another video. I talked about how we all want the same thing. Really, everybody just wants a good world. And there's a little confusion right now as to which candidate is going to make that happen or make that possible or bring that about. But that doesn't mean that the person who voted for somebody else isn't still the same beautiful person that you already know, that you knew before the whole election fraud drama thing came up or the whole election recount drama came up. I mean, all of that, or the election itself. That doesn't mean that that person isn't still the same wonderful person that you've always loved and wanted to be friends with. So try to overlook your political differences because really we have to learn how to get along. The whole world has to learn how to get along, even though we have differences in opinions and different cultures and different feelings about things. So let's start now with ourselves. This is the chance to make world peace at an individual level, to make world peace something that you create. You have to make peace. Peace doesn't just happen. You have to make peace. And so this is your chance, young grasshopper, to love somebody even if they voted for the other guy. This is your test, young grasshopper, of your spirituality and whether you're really able to walk your talk. Can you really love and tolerate people who think differently than you, feel differently than you, do things differently than you, voted for differently than you? So really look at this as a spiritual test. Look at this as a spiritual opportunity to truly love, even though you don't approve of who they voted for. Really, I mean, can you love someone who voted for the other guy? Can you love someone, still respect someone who voted for the other guy than you voted for? So you have to, or the other gal, for that matter. You know, I have friends and acquaintances and family who pretty much across the board it's 50-50. They all voted for different, voted one side or the other. And does that mean I'm going to throw away half my family and friends just because they voted differently? Wait a minute. We love these people and they're good to us and they care about us and they love us too. Maybe they might not love us right now because we voted for the other person. It's up to you. You know, some people are going to be mature about this and some people aren't, and it's up to you whether you're going to be able to be mature about this. So I encourage you to be a master and overlook a temporary moment, and don't just throw away friends or family, just and or even stop respecting them and loving them just because they voted differently than you. You've got to be bigger than that. You have to be bigger than that. And the other thing is too is if you really want to know the truth of how I feel, I'm not absolutely convinced about either one of them because I actually I'm more of a Green Party kind of person. But one of the reasons is because have you ever seen the movie Wag the Dog? There's the story is about how the politicians and the people behind the scenes who control everything, who are not the puppets in the front, who are not the front man or woman, and they literally manipulate our whole experience and what we believe and what we see and what we perceive about the politics that's going on. They can fake a war. And so I have to say, there's a part of me that wonders, okay, is this all a big play just to separate us all from each other? To make us all work against each other? To make us all fight with each other to make us all be on the opposite side from each other? Is there a possible manipulation of humanity right now, or the citizens of the United States? And are each of them just playing their part? Now, I don't know, and I'm not going to assume to know. I'm not going to say, oh, this is how it is. And I'm just putting that idea out there that it's really going to be up to us to decide whether we're going to be with each other or against each other. And to keep in mind that it's important not to put it past them to manipulate us all. And everybody's just playing their parts. I don't know if that's what's happening or not, or if one or the other candidate is fighting for the freedom and happiness of all. And I don't know. I honestly don't know. And I'm not going to pretend to know, because it's definitely it's a strangely blocked psychic area. And usually I can look on the inner planes and see things. This is a very shielded mass event. And I think it's done that way on purpose by Divine, so that we can all actually really tap into our own truth rather than getting our truth from outside. So here's what I would suggest with your friends or your family who voted differently than you, is to look at their heart, look deeper than what's going on the outside, because we're not absolutely sure. A wag the dog situation might not be going on. So, and look at the person's heart. You love them. You love them. And you respect them. Even if they voted for the other person. You respect them and you love them, and you don't want to necessarily be enemies, do you? Do you? You love that person. You like what they say. You like what they do. You like how they love you. Maybe if they don't love you right now because they're upset with who you voted for, try to explain this to them, and meet them where the heart is, and try to explain this yourself, and be the master in this situation. You can do that. You can do that. And look at what you love about that person and disregard the rest. Disregard the rest and realize you're really on the same side. We all just want a better world. How we're going to get there, we're still confused. We don't really know, and I don't really know, but we'll get there sooner or later, somehow or another. But we're not going to get there by being separated from each other. So, love your neighbor, love your friend, love your family members who think differently, do differently, and vote differently than you. And don't let yourself get swayed from what your heart knows about that person. Love you guys.